It's another Gettin Real with Ashleydawn. That's me. What it do? So, I just had a thought, and I wanted to do a video about it because that's just what I do. So, have you ever been to a Tiffany and Company store? It's expensive. Have you ever been to a Dollar Tree? It's not expensive. Granted, you do go in there with the mindset of this isn't expensive, it's just $1, and then you end up with 50 things in your little basket, and then you end up spending $50, and then you get to the register and you're like, how in the world did I spend $50 at a dollar store? So that's beside the point. But I don't even think there's anything for $50 in Tiffany and Company. Maybe a luggage tag, and that's rare. I highly doubt that. But anyway, my point is, things sit on the shelf at Tiffany longer than they sit at the shelf at Dollar Tree. Why? Because people go into Dollar Tree for one item and then they're just walking around, they're like, I don't need it, but I'll take it. Right? And they just grab it. A lot of times people grab stuff and they don't even know what it is. And they're just like, oh, okay, put it in my basket, bring it home. And then they get home and they're like, why did I buy this? And they're like, oh yeah, it was only $1. It was cheap. Doesn't matter. I'll throw it out. I'll put it in my yard sale. I'll give it to my neighbor. I'll let my kids bring it to school and give it to one of their teachers. Whatever. There's not a lot of thought in it. If you're going to Tiffany and Company, you're thinking about it. And probably with all the COVID stuff, you probably got to make an appointment or reservation to even walk in there because it's a smaller store. And a lot of times they have security guards there. They don't have no security guards at the Dollar Tree, but they have security guards at Tiffany and Company because they know the value of the items at Tiffany and Company. The value of the items at Dollar Tree are like 0.1 cent. Most of it's made in China. It's not very valuable. Tiffany and Company is valuable. I'm pretty sure everything's made in the United States, and a lot of it is silver and gold. So, with that to say, items will sit longer on a Tiffany shelf than they do a Dollar Tree. Because people that shop at Tiffany, one, know they're making an investment into something, know that it's going to last. There are pieces from Tiffany and Company from the 1900s, like 1920s and 30s, or whenever the company originated, that are still around. I highly doubt anything from Dollar Tree would be around that long. Because there's a quality with things from Tiffany and Company that you're not going to get from Dollar Tree. Stay with me. To all of my single brothers, because I know there's a lot of guys that watch my channel, and sisters, you may be wondering, Ashleydawn, why am I still single? Why haven't I met anybody? Why am I not dating? Why am I not being engaged, proposed to? Why is this not happening? Just like that piece is sitting on the shelf at Tiffany, nobody's going to come in and touch that until they know that they can afford it, until they appreciate the value of it, until they make up their mind to purchase it. Nobody just goes into Tiffany and is like, let's see what I can find. Nobody does that. They think about it. It's not a Dollar Tree. At Dollar Tree, anybody can pick up anything. It's $1. If it don't work out, you throw it away. Like I said earlier, people pick stuff up, they buy it, they get it home, and then they realize what they bought and they don't want it. How much of a picture of modern dating is that? People pick people up, maybe move in together, maybe sleep together, whatever, and then 2 months later they realize, what is this? What is this relationship? This isn't what I want. Why am I in this? Why am I doing this? Why am I with this person? Right? Let's be real. This is getting real. That's what happens. Or they get married and they say, well, I'm going to get married so I can have sex. I don't want to sin. I want to wait until marriage to have sex. So they get married so they can have sex. Then they have sex and they realize it wasn't worth getting married for. And they're like, dang it, now what do I do? And then they get a divorce or an annulment or whatever, insert thing they do here. And then you wonder, well, why did they get married so fast? Why did they get divorced so fast? Because they didn't know the value of it. because it was a Dollar Tree. They just picked it up, put it in their cart, bought it, and brought it home. They didn't realize the value of it. They didn't realize the cost of it. It was cheap to them. You buy something at Tiffanys, you have a very detailed receipt, a certificate of authenticity. You know its value. You know that it's going to retain its value. And you know that if you take care of it, it will last. There are people that have been single 20, 30, insert time frame here, years, that are kicking themselves and that are wondering, why am I still single? Well, it's because you have value. It's because you're special. And one day, somebody that knows your value, knows your worth, and is ready and able to pay the price. Not that they're buying you, but a relationship isn't easy. A marriage isn't easy. There's a cost. There's a price. And it's not a monetary one. It's a lifestyle. It's choosing the other person's needs before your own. It's dying to self. It's dying to temptation. It's saying no. Yes, I could look at that other person, but I'm not going to because I'm married and I made a commitment to this person and this person only. Yeah, there's a lot of things at Dollar Tree that you could put in your cart and you could bring home. But how many have value? I don't know the turnaround time on how long an item sits on a shelf at Dollar Tree, like the specifics, but I can tell you I shop at Dollar Tree quite frequently because I'm a teacher, and a lot of my teaching supplies I buy from there because they're cheap. But when I go, the things that I looked at last time aren't there. The turnover is really high. TJ Maxx, Ross, same deal. You could like a shirt, go back 2 days later, and every single shirt that looks like that is gone. Their turnaround time is fast because it's cheap. People want a deal, they get it and go. The turnaround time at Tiffanys is not cheap or fast. People know what they're getting. They seek the Tiffany name out because of the quality that's attached to it. So maybe you're single for a really long time. Maybe you feel like you've been sitting on a shelf. Maybe you're like, God, when is my time going to come? When is this going to happen? I've been praying and praying and praying. I'm doing everything right. I'm trying to do things your way. When is it going to happen? Think about Tiffany and Dollar Tree. Yeah, it'll happen quick at Dollar Tree, but it won't last. It'll break. It'll end up in the trash. It'll end up discarded at somebody's yard sale or just given away, maybe left outside. People don't value what they buy at Dollar Tree. Truly. I mean, some might, but most of the people don't. It's $1. How many times have you heard that? People value Tiffany and Company. The name holds value. People, oh, I got it from Tiffany. Or if they ever ring, I got it at Tiffany. It holds value. They're not just going to throw it on the ground. They're not just going to throw it in the trash. They're not going to say, oh, it was only $1. Tiffany is expensive. It's not $1. And no, this isn't sponsored. My videos are never sponsored. They could be. I could insert your company's name here for The Price is Right. Cash App Inner Beauty 101. Well, it's the $, Inner Beauty 101. But seriously, Tiffany knows its value. And Dollar Tree knows its value too. It's cheap and easy. Tiffany ain't cheap or easy. Think of that the next time you look at yourself and think, I'm single still. Or you're at that Christmas party or Thanksgiving party and someone says, oh, you're still single? You haven't met anybody yet? You're not dating anybody? My mom, I love you, mom, but every time that I'm on the phone with her, are you dating anybody yet? You're such a pretty girl. Are you dating anybody yet? You're such a good girl. Are you dating anybody yet? I'm like, mom, no, I'm still not dating anybody. Oh, you need to date somebody. You're young and beautiful. You need to get out there. Mom, I'm fine. I don't need to date anybody. I'm good. Oh, well, you're not getting any younger. Yeah, mom, I know. I'm not dating anybody. I'm good. The next time somebody reminds you that you're not dating anybody or reminds you that you're single, just remind them that items sit longer at Tiffany and Company than they do at Dollar Tree. It'll stop them in their tracks and they'll be like, huh? You'll be like, yeah. I'm not a dollar item that sits on a shelf and gets picked up and taken home by people that don't know its value. I know my value, and the people in my life know my value too. I'm waiting for someone that appreciates my value and adds to it, not somebody that throws it away. And that's worth a wait. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 10 years, but it's worth that wait. I'm not settling for easy or cheap or somebody that doesn't know my value, and neither should you. Tiffany or Dollar Tree, you pick, your choice. I'm gonna pick Tiffany. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna pick. You are seen, you are valued, you are celebrated, and you are loved. I'm sorry that you felt overlooked, but you're not overlooked. Sometimes people see you, but they know that they can't afford you. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about the commitment that it would take to be the man in your life, the commitment that it would take to be the woman in your life. They know they can't afford it. They know that they can't be half committed to you. They have to be fully committed to you. They can't lay away your love. Oh, I'll just give you $20 here. I'll just give you $20 here. Just give you a little breadcrumb of love here, breadcrumb of love there. You got to pay in full. I want all of your love all of the time. This isn't a layaway deal. You either love me or you don't, and if you don't, bye.